is underway for the 85th time. The Indianapolis 500 is on, and Scott Sharp jumps into the lead.
Robbie Gordon already very well. Scott Sharp.
He bobbled in turn one, and he's hitting the walls. Scott Sharp.
Scott Sharp got high coming off of turn one as Robbie Gordon was trying to go around the outside of Greg Ray. And you can see a lot of the cars went back down to the inside pit lane just to get around him.
This is the 11th time an opening lap incident has occurred in the 500, most recently in 1998. Well, there is Jim Kelly and Jack Arute. Down to you.
All that Scott Sharp said on the radio after hitting the wall and coming to rest, fellas, is, I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry.
Way early. That almost definitely confirms that Danny saw. What's this? What's this?
There's Nigel Mansell under. Unbelievable.
Nigel Mansell and Dennis Vitolo. Why? How did they get to this point? An unbelievable
After the
situation.
yellow.
What is going?
The yellow light's been on for several laps. This is on the pit road.
But interesting that Mansell and I think Al Jr. were the first guys through. The accident. Maybe they picked up a puncture too.
Yeah.
Nigel Mansell decides to get out because there was fire on the back of the car, and
remember, this is methanol that's burning, and you can't see it.
Sam, that's oil that's burning right there, not methanol. You could see it. It's right underneath the engine there.
yeah, but what about Mansell? One of the firemen saw something and went to just totally envelop Mansell. Maybe he thought that Mansell was on fire or saw some of those flames that we can't see from methanol.
Bobby, I saw
The white flag is about to come out at Indianapolis.
He's out of fuel. He's out of fuel.
Wow.
Robbie Gordon is out of fuel as Kenny Brack comes down to take the white flag. One more lap to go in the Indy 500. Incredible heartbreak for Robbie Gordon, out of fuel.
He's getting up to speed. We'll see here as the leader comes off of turn 4, and there he goes, Townsend. You nailed it, into pit lane.
Ward stays out. Connor Daly looks to be following. Dixon locks up. Is that going to be a pit speed violation?
That's the first hiccup we have seen from Scott Dixon today on the final stop of the day. Dave Burns.
Told Connor Daly, let's finish this thing off, dude.
So on here. Scott Dixon got caught for speeding, guys. There you go. He's going to have to serve a drive-through penalty. Unbelievable, Diff. Unbelievable.
First of all, it was Alex Palou entering the pits. And Scott Dixon says, come on, are you serious?
And there goes Felix Rosenquist to the front of the field at the Indy 500. Dixon, bad luck strikes again. Unbelievable.
Absolutely devastating. The man that's led more laps around the Indy 500 than any other driver in history sees his chance for a win absolutely disappear, pulls off into pit lane to serve what's going to be the longest penalty, most painful penalty of his career.
Trying to make an adjustment. Michael, however, thinks something may be broken on the race car.
Yellow comes out. We've got a car into the wall.
Cheerleader,
It's the leader again. Thomas Scheckter into the wall. Tony Kanaan is the leader, crashed, and now it's Scheckter. Paul Tracy will pick up the lead under yellow.
Paul, the disappointment in Thomas Scheckter right now, especially as you mentioned with his father, 1979 world champion Jody Scheckter looking on. As we can see, hitting the outside wall into that safer barrier. He was already high, way off the groove on the race.
Here comes Roberto. Let's watch the pit stop.
All right, this will be interesting to see, Jim. They'd better not make mistakes now. He has a chance of winning this race. Now's the important time. Everything in racing comes down to the very last part.
Now there's second place, Al Unser Sr. And he is still out on the track, remember, as Guerrero makes the pit stop.
No adjustments for Roberto so far.
The critical thing here for Roberto to get out of the pits before Al Sr. makes it back around on the front straight.
Al Sr. is going down the back stretch. Now he's going into turn 3. You know that's in Roberto's mind. This pit stop is dragging on there.
Killed the engine. Roberto killed the engine.
They stalled it.
This is really going to change the outcome of this race. Roberto's engine, he's got it going. It's off, Jim.
They're going to be very close. They're going to be very close. Here comes Al in the front straight. He's going to pass him, I think. Yeah,
Guerrero can't get it going. It stalled again. Al Unser Sr.
takes the lead in the Indianapolis 500. You've got 18 laps to go. This man has won it 3 times already in his career. He's 47 years old. He didn't have a ride until 2 weeks ago, and now Guerrero has had a taste of Andretti luck.
All right, Bobby, we'll let you pay attention to your very important job of bringing the field down. One car in trouble. The 36 car, unbelievable. Roberto Guerrero, the pole sitter, in trouble. No indication why this could have happened at all. We're only on the second parade lap, not even to the pace lap, and Roberto Guerrero spins the car. Talk about his bad luck here, Sam Posey. It struck again.
He has been on an emotional roller coaster throughout the month of May. Of course, he has not driven in racing cars for almost a full year since he raced here. That's his wife, Katie, there. Of course, a look of disbelief. What could you be thinking at this point? They weren't even up to medium speed. It had to have been some incredible mechanical problem. You're looking at the team there of Kenny Bernstein. We're going to see him on the middle of the screen there. Absolutely inexplicable.
The only thing that one might consider, Bobby indicated to us, Bobby Unser, how cold it is, and because of that, look, the car is damaged.
Yeah, no question, he's out of the race.
The tires may not have come up to full temperature, and maybe with that high torque engine, when he shifted gears, just suddenly.
Boy,
oh, what a terrible situation for Roberto Guerrero. One of the nicest men.
We thought that he was making
You know, it's funny, Vince Granatelli is a very practical guy compared to his dad, Andy Granatelli. He was so emotional in these racing situations. Now, you see, I think that was a glance at Mario possibly starting for the pits. Mario on the right of your screen, he's not starting for the pits. Oh, my goodness, it's happened again. It has happened. It has happened again, and you can hear the crowd responding. Lady Luck has reared what is to Mario her ugly head at Indianapolis again.
That shows. Don't count your chickens till they hatch. The bad luck has followed Mario again. This is kind of sad in many ways. Mario is going to feel worse today than he has in probably most of his losses, Jim.
Millions of racing fans prayed only that Mario would get a fair shot, a full run at it. It looked so good for so long, and there now is the leader, and Katie knows it, as Roberto Guerrero tries to turn his bridesmaid status into that of a champion.
Michael Andretti just turned a lap at 221.2 miles an hour. 11 laps to go in the Indy 500, and Michael is slowing. Michael is slowing. The rest of the field is coming past. Michael Andretti is slowing down. Al Unser Jr. will take the lead as Michael Andretti slows down at Indianapolis. An unbelievable turn of events. The man who has dominated this race on the 189th lap. Suddenly the car slows and Michael appears to be done.
Oh, that is another Andretti thing. It's sad for Michael. I have never seen a race driver in my life that deserves this race more than Michael Andretti, and he isn't even going to make it back to the pits.
There come the leaders, first and second. Al Unser Jr., Scott Goodyear. And we've got a whale of a race on the racetrack as Scott Goodyear is closing on Little Al.
Half a lap. He's got half a lap to go, and he's the Indy 500 champion.
Panther Racing, oh so good. They finished second here, twice here. They come again through the final 2 corners. J.R. Hildebrand.
Careful of traffic.
He's got to get around the lap. Traffic. What a gears out of fuel. No! He hit the wall. Just like Thomas Scheckter. Just like Scheckter. Dan Weldon is going to win the race.
Yeah, Dan!
That is unbelievable. Oh my goodness.
And there comes Hildebrand coming across the line, and look at the reaction, and John Barnes can't believe it, and neither can the rest of his team.
Oh, how heartbreaking. What a great drive.
Hildebrand just shaking his head, and he still crossed the line in second place.